Hello and welcome back to the Jeff Daugherty Show, Christian Whistleblower, New Cosmic Knowledge YouTube channel. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower, and pareidolia. Pareidolia is a psychological phenomenon in which the mind responds to a stimulus, image, or sound by perceiving a familiar pattern where none actually exists, allegedly. One of the great examples of this is a satellite photo of a mesa in the Cydonia region of Mars, often called the face on Mars, and cited as evidence of extraterrestrial habitation. Allegedly, subsequent higher resolution photos from multiple viewpoints demonstrated that the face is in fact a natural rock formation. Well, that's one opinion of it, isn't it? That it's just a natural rock foundation. Well, there's a lot of people, including me, that would not agree with that. But the idea is that there's a phenomenon called pareidolia, which makes us want to seek patterns and find patterns where there may not be any. Common examples are images of faces or objects in the clouds, the man in the moon rabbit, hidden messages within recorded music played in reverse or at higher than normal or lower speeds, hearing indistinct human voices produced by like air conditioners and fans. In other words, they're going out of their way to try to debunk every bit of almost paranormal type of information. So of course we don't agree with this, but if pareidolia, and it is a thing, we can go overboard in our search for. I remember I was on a ghost hunt, I guess you would call it. And these guys had the thing from the Wii game that, you know, you shoot at yourself and it takes a picture of you and you can, you know, makes it so you can move and be in the game. And they were shining this thing around the room and it was picking up like little stick figures. And like, oh, those are ghosts right there. And I noticed that the ghosts always were around garbage cans. So I think that software was just interpreting the garbage can, you know, something cylindrical, and trying to make it into a human body, because of course that software is looking for human bodies. So I'm a little bit dubious to its effectiveness. But that being said, I must be suffering from a bad case of pareidolia, because I've received some pictures from one of my subscribers, and unfortunately I dumped the email. I can't remember who sent them to me. I did have some other photos too from someone over in the UK, and I lost those, but hopefully she'll send them back to me. But there's some very striking and interesting images. Now, some of them, maybe I am suffering from pareidolia, but some of them flat out give me the creeps. So let's just take a look at some of these images. Now that to me, I mean, I can clearly see like a dude's head, and he's wearing some kind of a weird long robe, and you know, it's kind of an apparition looking kind of a thing to me. Now, I don't know if you see that. Let me know if you do. Let me know if you don't. But I kind of see an apparition of a dude there wearing a dress, kind of like an Obi-Wan Kenobi type of a situation going on. And I'm not even a Star Wars guy, so aren't you impressed that I knew that? Now, we just did a show not too long ago about mirrors, right? Look at that creepy-ass mirror. It looks to me, for all the world, like this head. I mean, I see eyes and a nose and a mouth maybe, but it looks like this head is actually coming out of the mirror. Then here's some arms with some little hands, kind of like fetal position type, you know, legs down here, body. And it just looks so weird to me, and it looks eerie to me. It almost gives me a sense of dis-ease. Not disease, but dis-ease. And you can almost see, like, if you looked at this is an eye, and this is an eye, and this is a mouth, and kind of a skull and crossbones effect. But it definitely looks like something is protruding out of that mirror. And mirrors have long been suspected to be portals of paranormal activity. Intra-dimensional type of activity. And of course, yeah, you know, just a shadow, just a reflection. Of course, it's a mirror. But I mean, it looks like it's even coming out. And I guess ever since I saw the Constantine movie with Keanu Reeves. Oh my. So there's a mirror. I thought it was pretty interesting. And this one is kind of interesting to me, Because it's almost like, okay, so over here you got, to me, kind of a Slender Man looking kind of thing. Here's the head. And it's kind of a wispy tailish, you know, kind of a body. And in many indications, Slender Man kind of looks this way only. Slender Man tends to be dark and not white like this. Now, I mean, you might see it completely different than me, but I'm thinking head, body, and kind of a wispy Slender Man-esque kind of thing. But the really interesting thing to me in this picture is that if you go back over here where this other arrow is, it looks like you got like a couple dudes or a couple people observing this thing. You know, I'm thinking a couple of people right here observing, or a couple of beings. They look a little bit weird to me observing this thing. So to me, that one is a little bit eerie. I get a little bit of a weird vibe about that one. So, Now this one creeps me out too. There's no doubt about it. I mean, look at that. That looks like a little zombie girl in a princess dress. And it does look odd. Let me know what you think about these things. Let me know if you think that you see anything, or if you think that I'm just seeing things. Doesn't that look like it walks straight off The Walking Dead? You know, she got the goo coming out of her mouth. Blah. Her face is all jacked up. Her hair is like, you know, falling off like the other, I was going to say mummies, but the other zombies do. And look, she got her little princess dress on. It's frilly up here. Dude, that's just creepy. My mind just caught something over here. You know, and orbs are so easy to fake. That doesn't mean they're all fake, but it just means they're easy to fake. So, you even have a little orb in this one, right? Interesting. Or that could just be a street light back in the background. Or a sign. That's just a sign. See? Oh, that's an orb. No, that's like a speed limit sign. But that is very interesting to me. Very interesting indeed. And this was taken, it's a picture of the sky, and I think this is the moon up here. And the person that sent it in said these were interdimensionals. I guess she's editorializing, but whatever they are, they sure look kind of weird. I've never seen anything like that in the sky before, and I know enough being in the Air Force that you're not going to see those type of lights on any craft. Very odd. Anybody have any ideas what that is? Anybody want to speculate? Please feel free to tell us what you think that is. And this one, I mean, I see a creepy puppet dude. I mean, if that's not really a puppet sitting there, then I'm a little bit freaked out, because that looks like a, you know, like a German puppet ready to do the you know, Let's Play House, or, you know, one of those silly Elvis songs from those Elvis movies when he was in the army. Looks to me like a creepy puppet. Like, here's the nose. He's got like a little German hat on, and the tassels hanging over his face. He's got his little, he's got his lederhosen and his vest and his, you know, puffy shirt. Looks weird to me. It's a little bit unsettling. Is that in a mirror again? No, I don't think so. But just weird, just weird. It looks like there's a figurine down here on the sitting on the desk or whatever this is, a dresser. So that gives us some. Is that an Elvis? Thank you very much, Jailhouse Rock. So it gives you some kind of an idea of size. Very interesting. Very interesting to me. Very interesting to me. Now this one, it's also interesting to me. Mouth, nose, eyes, and third eye? Do you see paranormal things with 3 eyes, including the third eye, awoken and shining? Definitely an interesting image. Definitely an interesting image. Let me know what you think. Now, I think these are the ones that really get me right here. No, that's not the, I mean, this looks like, this is interesting too. I don't know, you know, Look like, you know, a couple of shining individuals. I mean, very interesting image. It's like, what do we got in the background here? I mean, that almost looks, I mean, they almost look like fairies, don't they? Maybe it's the Fae. I could see that being the Fae. Very interesting stuff. These came from a subscriber. Now, this is the ones that just creep me out, man. These creep me out. It gives me chills right now. If this isn't hoax, this is pretty weird, because you got, like, you can see, it's almost like looking at the back of the head of something that's also wearing a black cape, right? I'm kind of seeing the back of the head and the cape, right? Oh, dude, get ready for this next one. This one freaks me out big time. Do you guys see that dude, or am I the only one that sees that dude? Long black cape, arm, face. He looks to me exactly like a freaking NOSFERATU. Oh, dude, that one freaks me out. That to me, look, two hands holding out in front of him, very spindly and lanky. And let's see if I can get a NOSFERATU. NOSFERATU. Let's get an image of a NOSFERATU. Yeah, see, there's your NOSFERATU. Tell me this dude doesn't look like a damn NOSFERATU, huh? Dude, that's a freaking NOSFERATU right there. That is so, look at it. That is so creepy to me. I mean, even when you go in close on his face, I mean, it looks like a NOSFERATU to me. All lanky and spindly. I mean, look at that. Doesn't that not, tell me that doesn't look like a NOSFERATU? See? That looks to me, and this is like the original NOSFERATU. Look at that guy right there. Look at this guy. Tell me this doesn't look like a NOSFERATU. And you know, the lore is from this movie that they really had a real NOSFERATU. A lot of weird stuff going on with that movie. So there you go. NOSFERATU. Look at those hands, the arms, the body, the long black cloak, the weird face. Wow. Looks to me like a NOSFERATU. I don't know about you, but I see a NOSFERATU. That's very interesting. Thank you for sending me this information. Thank you for sending me these pictures. If you continue to send me stuff, that doesn't mean I'm always going to use it, but this one has a very creepy feeling to me, and I get the idea that this one here, come on. Now all of a sudden it doesn't want to work with me. I can't go backwards. This one seems to me to be another shot of this one. This might be the guy from the back, you know, his cape. And then here's the guy from the front. Dude, that looks like a NOSFERATU to me. Very interesting stuff. If you have questions, send them to me. If you have stuff like this, send it to me. Some of these to me do definitely seem to be weird. Have some weird juju, may actually be some types of entities. The other ones, who knows, but they're all very interesting. Thank you for taking the time to send those to me. Thank you for taking the time to watch these, and thank you for all of you for watching, subscribing, liking, sharing. We're blowing up, and I can't thank you enough, and I'm going to keep trying to do all I can do to bring you quality and inspirational, educational, and sometimes just fun stuff to watch. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower, helping you unwind your mind, unindoctrinate yourself, and encouraging you, be excellent to each other.